Alaikum. My name is Omar, and I will be your instructor in today's session. We will gonna learn Arabic from the beginning. I'm using this book called Al-Arabiyyatu Bayna Yadayk, which means Arabic is between your hands. I I'm using this book because it's practical way of how to introduce Arabic to foreign students. So without further ado, let's get started. If you tried to learn any language before, every time you start a new language, the first lesson usually is about greeting and how to introduce yourself. And that's the same for today's session. We will gonna learn how to introduce yourself in Arabic, how to communicate with people that you are uh, meeting for the first time, and that's our lesson for today. Um, uh, but briefly, before we start our lesson with reading and explaining this conversation, we need to understand some background about Arabic, some history, the Arabic language between the past and the present. Um, uh, I'm not sure if the audience here is comfortable with Arabic reading, but as we begin, uh, I will suppose I will assume that you already know some Arabic and you are comfortable and familiar with Arabic alphabet. Uh, but let's try to demystify what is this about. Um, as you know, the Holy Quran was revealed in Arabic, thus enriching and preserving it. It spread to every place the message of Islam reached. People eagerly learned Arabic during the early Islamic eras. However, its teaching later declined, and the interest in language it diminished during the later periods until the beginning of the 20th century, especially in the second half. At that time, Arabic regained its former status and became a mandatory language of instruction in many Islamic countries in Africa, South and Southeast of Asia. It's also considered one of the languages widely sought after for learning in Europe and America. So, first of all, I want you to sit back, take uh, a breath, and start thinking why you are learning Arabic, why it's important to learn Arabic. Yes, Arabic is so popular nowadays, but your reason must be very powerful to be able to continue this journey because in Arabic language learning, um, you will face a lot of, let's not say difficulties, but the road will be long if you decided it's difficult. So we need to make our journey more accessible, more easiest to everyone to learn about Arabic. So from the beginning, when I start teaching with any student, I need him to put down and write down his goals or her goals, whatever he is, a boy or a girl. So let's start our lesson for today about greeting and getting acquainted. We have this conversation that started with the greeting of Islam, that is Assalamu alaikum. If you watched any TV shows, or if you expose yourself to any Arabic media, you will hear this sentence a lot, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace upon you. And it's an Islamic greeting, which most people use normally in Arabic region. And to reply this, it's a way to just repeat it, but using um, the different structure of it. So when I say assalamu alaikum, you should reply wa alaikum assalam. You may, if you are an advanced student, you will say wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And that's exactly what kind of students I want here to make this journey amazing through the way. So, first of all, we have two people. As you see in this picture, we have Khalid and we have Khalil. I don't know who's Khalid and who's Khalil, but let's assume this is Khalid and this is Khalil. Khalid and Khalil. The first one is Khalid says, Assalamu alaikum. And then Khalil replied, Wa alaikum assalam. Then Khalid started to introduce himself. He said, My name is Khalid. Ismi Khalid. Ism is name. Let's start our vocabulary now. I need you to come with paper and write this vocabulary. Let's make a new page and write our new vocab. Name means ism. Okay? So when you say ismi, you added this ya, the letter ya, to say that this name belongs to you. This is your name. So you say ismi, my name is Khalid. Ismi Khalid. If your name is Omar, for example, you will say my name is Omar. So in Arabic you will say Ismi Omar. And then he asked him about his name. What's your name? He said, Ma ismuk. Ma ismuk. Then Khalil replied, Ismi Khalil. So let's repeat it again. If we met for the first time and you started the conversation, you will say, Assalamu alaikum. And I will reply, Alaikum assalam. Then you will start by giving me some information about you. And this information usually is your first name. So you will say, your name is Khalid by saying, Ismi Khalid. And then you will be curious to know what is my name. So you will say, Ma ismuk. Ma is a question mark that you use to know something that you didn't get it. It's like what in English. So Ma ismuk actually means what's your name. Then after we knew each other, our names, let's move to the second part. Let's ask a general question that most people asking nowadays. How are you? In Arabic, it's كيف حالك. كيف حالك. كيف حالك. So when you need to know how is my situation, is I'm good or bad, what I'm feeling, all of this stuff, you can ask just one question. This question is كيف حالك. Okay, let's learn and memorize this question very carefully. Is كيف حالك. Let me rewrite it again to be more apparent to you. كيف حالك. كيف حالك.